Hello everyone, this is Hoogie Plays, and today we are going to be playing Digimon World 2. This is the dungeon crawler, one of my favourite Digimon iterations, with the most frustrating evolution process and battle system of what I feel is all the Digimon games. It's a very love-hate relationship between me and this game. But in saying that, it's a game that I always come back to for that nostalgia. It's one of my favorites. So yeah. Anyway, so this game is something that reminds me of my childhood and playing with my brothers and watching him play. So it's sort of close to my heart, and I'm really looking forward to playing this game and having a chance to put this up on YouTube and always reference back to it later on. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much. I feel like we should just get straight into it, I think. So passing it on to the video. Hope you enjoy. See ya. Alrighty, so let's get into it. So Digimon World 2 sort of revolves around you being, an aspiring tamer. You join your sort of like protagonist at the point where they are about to get their license to a Digibeetle and be able to join one of these guard squads and become a actual full-fledged Digimon tamer. So you join him on his final sort of test, where at the moment we are pretty much with our trainer, our leader, and he's going to take us through one final dungeon with one single boss battle at the end. Cool. So his name is Zudacorn, and Cecilia is the leader of the Blue Falcon squad, starting squad. There are 3 of them, so you can choose. They pretty much just represent either the types of Digimon, so data, vaccine, and virus, I'm pretty sure. So the first place we're going to be going to is called Boot Domain. So here's how you going. Is my Digibeetle ready to go? I want to take it for a spin. Of course your Digibeetle is standing by. Hey Hoogie, aren't you finished with your tamer training yet? Not yet, Chief. This is my last training session. After this mission, I'll get my own Digibeetle, so I'm gonna do my best. Cool. Hey, don't push it, Digibeetle, too hard. Break it down. So they do break down during dungeons. So essentially, if you run out of steps or moves, then your Digibeetle breaks down, and it costs like 1,000 credits to get it back up and running. Alrighty, good luck. Let's go on the elevator lift. So I have got this in almost like double speed, maybe a bit less, just because the animations are so long and so slow, and your Digibeetle actually moves ridiculously slow in the actual overworld. So I've just sped it up. I'll have some music in the background that you're probably hearing now, just to cover all the noise and have something to listen to, and you get to listen to my beautiful voice as well. But yeah, most of the farming and everything I'll probably do off screen, just to level up my Digimon, but any Digi evolutions or anything like that I'll make sure to capture in videos in progress. So here, nice straightforward introduction to the battle system. Okay, 3v3, pretty much turn-based. Leveling up by experience. I think you get an evolution at 11 and 22, I think it is. Goes up by 11s. And then one level after each evolution, you'll learn the corresponding main attack of that Digimon, which will be different for whatever you did evolve into. Right now we're just going through the different tiles. So you see we've got blue in front of us at the moment. That means it's water specialty, which will increase the stats of water-based Digimon. So there are 5 specialties in all. And you can use that take advantage of it to give you an edge in particular battles. But we're not going to. Our Digimon will be strong enough that we don't really care about that. It doesn't make a huge impact on the actual battles. So you can sort of always tell when you're getting close to a boss room where a boss is, because you get those first couple of specialty tiles, which will tell you the sort of matchup for the area that you're going into for that boss. So we've got Leomon here. So we've got Leomon, Vidramon, and Toy Agumon. Now what I like to try and do is focus on one at a time. So I always take out the most annoying Digimon. Leomon has a counter attack here, but he's also got the most health out of all of them. So usually I'll just focus on whoever's got the least amount of health at the end of the first attack wave. I'll focus directly on knocking that Digimon out. So here, I'll Ice Blade because that hits everything. Flower Cannon on Leomon because he's really low. And then because Toy Agumon's a rookie, should be able to knock him out nice and easy. There we go. And then Ice Blast gets that final Digimon. Cool. So we've leveled up, we've got 530 bits for that. And that's the tutorial mission done. That's an exit portal, just explaining that at the end of every dungeon there's an exit portal that you use to go back to the overworld or the map. So this game does have a few little quirks that are a bit annoying. Like every time you select a place to go, so on the map there are some places that are also just places to go and see and talk to NPCs and stuff like that. Every time you go to one of those places and then try to come back, you have to go through this whole process of using the elevator, walking and talking to the chief, and then you exit the room and then you go to the overworld map and select where you want to go to, which is a bit annoying. Alrighty, I can go out on missions. I've got my Digibeetle now. Mr. Go, yeah, blah 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 blah. Higgy. Finally, you got your very own Digibeetle. Give it a name. So starting name is Gunner. I'm just going to stick with that. You're on your own now. Make sure to join a guard team. So this is where we sort of go through and we can have a look at each guard team. So this is Black Sword. They have, so as you walk into this room, that Digimon that you see there, so Devimon, Patamon, and then I think the other one is Agumon, or the Goldhawks, will determine what Digimon you have as your partner. So you can always tell what Digimon you're going to get as your first partner. I'm going to go for Agumon because Agumon's the best Digimon there is. Cool, so I have a talk with him. All I have to do is exit and then go back into whichever court guard squad I want to join, and it'll introduce you to them and you can select to join them. Cool. Then I'll give you the items you'll need to become a tamer. You got a Goldhawk mark and a DB browser. This mobile remote control to start Digibeetle and access the server. Your Digimon partner should be here by now. Surprise, surprise, it's Agumon. So, you are Hugi, my new partner. Still look a bit shaky, but don't worry, I'll take good care of you. I'm Agumon. I'm sure we'll get along great. I think so too, Agumon. Blah 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 blah. Super stoked. Alrighty, what do we call Agumon? I'm not too sure. Yeah. We could give him a wacky name. You can change your Digimon's name every time it evolves. So maybe I'll leave it up to you guys. Just post a name in the comments, and I'll add it at whenever we get our first evolution. That way, you know, we can change it over the series to other people's comments. Cool. So we get sent on our first mission. Agumon's our partner officially. We're going to go to SCSI and defeat the wild boss there. This is Joy and Bertrand, sorry. Let's try working as a team. So he's sort of like your rival. Doesn't come up very often, and his Digimon are pretty crap when you actually do verse him in the story. But yeah, he's sort of like your rival. Plays that part. You don't actually have too many interactions with him until you get to later game missions. So yeah. Another character does come into play later on, but yeah. So now we're just going to grab a couple of things here and there. An EP pack. You start off with very minimal sort of like movements or Digibeetle sort of moves. Here I'm buying a couple of CD players so we can start capturing some Digimon. So sort of think of Pokemon. We do get Digimon to join our party, but the way we do that is we give them gifts like CD players, Digivices, skateboards and things like that, which is pretty funny. So, looks like we got pretty lucky and the exit is right next to us. Grab that item, and we'll probably just walk around and see if we can find any Digimon that we can catch and add to our party. We want to try and do this nice and early. This Tapemon is not that great of a Digimon. Yeah, I usually skip it. What I'm looking for is a Biomon, because Biomon gives you access to the actual best Digimon in the entire series, which is Vmon. So Biomon will evo into what is it? Not Birdramon, the other one. I'm not too sure. I've forgotten it. Anyway, when it digivolves, it can then DNA digivolve, because that's how you sort of like reset and keep leveling up your Digimon. It's this whole insane evolution process or farming process to get stronger Digimon. And it's very frustrating and long, where you have to digivolve as far up as you can, then DNA digivolve to a lower grade, so that you can then take that Digimon to a higher level. It's very annoying. Yeah, so at some point, maybe around level 10, level 11, my Agumon's actually going to max out on levels. And then I'll have to DNA digivolve with another Digimon so that that new Digimon can go to a higher level. Alrighty, so here we've got some pretty terrible Digimon. I don't want to add any of these Snow Gaburimons to my party, so I'm just going to farm them just to get Agumon's level up. Yeah. I do love this game. It frustrates me and I don't understand the relationship. It's extremely frustrating, but I just absolutely love it. Once I get started, I can't put it down. And it's heaps of fun. Yeah, so let me know if you feel the same way or you've had some experiences with this game. Yeah, throw it in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. I really feel that it's very underappreciated. So as you saw there, I let the counter hit 0. So that's essentially a loss. So we didn't complete that dungeon. And because our Digibeetle broke down, she's going to take 1,000 bits to off us as a punishment. But because we don't have 1,000 bits in our possession, she just does it for free. Alrighty. So now pretty much all I'm going to do is essentially keep going on SCSO. Ooh, what was that Digimon? Anyone see it? So I don't want to move because every time I move, the Digimon moves. Awesome. So it's a Biomon, and what we're doing is we're trying to get that heart to that pink one, the very biggest heart. Once you've got the heart, you can then initiate the battle. And then if you have multiple Digimon in the team, so you're versing say 2 Digimon, you'll kill every Digimon except the one you want to add to your team. You'll leave that till last, and this will occur, where it asks to join your team. Then you can give it a name, add it to your team. From what I remember, you can add them directly to your party while you're still in a dungeon. But if they get, say your party's full and you catch a 4th Digimon, so you've already got 3. Yeah, there we go. So Biomon's now in my party. So if you already have 3 in your party and you catch a 4th, it may go back to your sort of like PC, your Digimon bank, and you cannot use those Digimon until you go back to the main hub. So yeah. Awesome, start getting Biomons level up. Looking good so far. Spiral Twister. Yeah, I do like the voices and stuff that they've done for this this iteration of Digimon, but you know, it just takes so long. Cool. I'm just choosing the single attack that we have, Pepper Breath. Yeah. Nice and easy wins here. Level up to 4. We're moving through. We might even be able to beat the boss here. I'm pretty sure it's another rookie to start off with. The more Digimon on your team, the easier things get. You can even get to the point where you can have sort of like backup teams. So your Digibeetle can hold maybe 4 or 5 Digimon, so that you can swap them out during the dungeon. Take out all these Gaburimon. To start off with, these dungeons are extremely basic. Very easy. Good way to get early XP, but you sort of want to navigate through these early ones as quickly as possible. Crabmon is a good Digimon, but because it's data, I need... Whoa, a Gabumon. That'd be sick if I could get that. But you see, because of the guard squad that I chose, which is representing vaccine, the actual presents that I've got are for vaccine type Digimon, whereas Gabumon is a data type, which means I need different sort of prizes or gifts to give those Digimon. So you saw there that I didn't have enough EP to complete that dungeon, which is very disappointing because I was right in front of the boss. So it's always good to stock up with at least 1 or 2 EP packs early game. But that's okay because this gives us an opportunity to grab some more CD players as well and catch ourselves a 3rd Digimon for our party. To be honest, it's more than likely going to be another Biomon, just so I can continuously make Vmons. So I want to try and get to an evolution that causes a Flame Dramon rather than a V Dramon or an X Vmon. So yeah. So every Digimon DNA digivolves with every other Digimon in this game. And it makes wacky, wild sort of evolutions. So yeah, Here I've already used up 100 steps because I'm terrible. We've found that exit point to the next level. Hopefully we can find a Biomon on the way. But it's not too much of a big deal if we don't. There's plenty of places you can get them. Cool, a Gabumon. I really wish I could capture that. Tell me in the comments below if you have played this this game. Will the Digimon accept a gift from a different type? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just less effective than normal. You know, like using a dive ball on a Pokemon that isn't a water type. But that doesn't matter for now. Right now we're just looking for that exit. Man. So you can see just how quickly you end up chewing through steps. So luckily I brought more than what I thought and ended up grabbing 2. Because I really did need it. I would have ran out again. Oh no, I made it. Hagurumon. I'm Hagurumon, boss of the SCSI. Will crush you. This is it for you. That's what you think. I'll show you. Go ahead. Make my day. Pure, unadulterated badass. So, Agumon and Biomon, we're just going to keep using our primary attack. Yeah. We should be fine because it's 2-on-1. Even though he does have the terrain buff, that just sort of increases his defense and damage output with attacks of the same type. So nice and easy. Get ourselves some XP and we can move on. We're going to go back to the city and report to our guard leader. Awesome. He's been waiting for me. Interesting. Goldhawk leader, I completed my mission. I've destroyed Hagurumon, boss Digimon from SCSI. Good. I've cleared the first hurdle and become a trainer. Thank you, sir. I'm doing the best I can. Yes, that's the spirit. I have another mission for you. Now we're going to send you to Disc Domain and SCSI. Because the wild Digimon are united under the two bosses there. We expect a large amount of presents. Anyway. I'll hit video in Disc Domain. Sorry, not SCSI. These guys pop up. Looks like cleared your first mission. You were just lucky. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Bertrand, don't you have anything nice to say? There's no way I'm going to lose to a kid like this. And walks out. Yeah. Joy's just being friendly. She's the voice of reason in our little rivalry. Oh, man. Sorry. My leg is dead. Sitting in front of my PC for too long. Alright, so this center here is a place where you can sort of like trade Digimon. So depending on where you are in the story, they'll actually trade Digimon. Pretty cool little spot. Like it's got all the old school like Tamagotchi sprites, which is cool. Alrighty, so we'll go over here. So while you're here, you can buy ammo and parts to upgrade for your Digibeetle. He'll give you information on your Digibeetle and will also upgrade it every time you get a new core, which is like an overall upgrade. Cool, so if we come to this guy, we can assemble our Digibeetle, but we can also upgrade the parts. So by upgrading the battery, I can take more steps. So I just upgraded from 100 to 200. And then HP, I can upgrade as well from 500 to 800. And doing so allows me to pretty much just stay in the game a bit longer. So let's start off with video domain. What have we got? Ooh, another Biomon. Do I have a CD player or something? I don't think I do. But that's alright. At the moment, we're primarily just focusing on getting through these dungeons and leveling up the Digimon that we do have. So yeah. And as you saw, all of these domains stay on the map, so you can always come back and farm XP and catch Digimon. There's a Tapomon. I did think about catching this guy. I think I actually do. Yeah, so you saw there that the heart was not completely full. It wasn't that bright pink, very large heart. Okay, so when I complete the battle, you see there's only a chance that it'll join your party. So that one, I was unsuccessful. Lucky for us, get the exit right next to us. Now the terrain that you see on the map, that yellow terrain there, okay, that terrain will damage you as you walk through it. I really should capture a toy Agumon. Or I could capture this Tentomon. Tentomon is really cool. Anyway, Tentomon's attack will hit anything, so it doesn't really target a Digimon. It'll just hit them any at random, which helps sometimes with counter attacks that'll go off if you're targeted by a Digimon. Cool, so they're done. Level 6 and level 5. So we are moving up in levels quite quickly. Oh, look at the luck. Straight up to the boss stage. So you can see how the maps get a lot bigger. And see how I saw that green terrain? So I saw the green terrain and I knew that that is where the boss is. There you go. Kokotori-mon. Came to destroy the wild Digimon that are the menace for the city. Sheesh, you little brat. Beat me if you can. I, Kokotori-mon, will stop you. Cool, so we're just going to take out this boss. We will probably come back here because I do need a third Digimon and I'm kind of keen on that little bug. That little Tentomon. It's quite antagonizing. His attack is very good and it sometimes annoys me. When you get up into those higher levels and it turns into Cubby-Terrymon, can be quite annoying to get around. And then it also has an interruptive effect. So as soon as you attack, it'll interrupt and use its attack first. Cool. My Biomon is paralyzed, which is never a good thing. Cool. Almost there. Couple more pepper breaths. Oh, I missed. So that could have been... oh no, the paralyzed was healed. So there I just, for the sake of it, healed some HP of Biomon. Just in case the Kokotori-mon went first. For whatever reason. So he looks like he just dropped a part, a dynamo part. Interesting. Figure out what we do with that. Back to the chief. Yeah. So every time you come back to the digital city, you have to go through that a little bit. Very frustrating. Alright, let's grab a few things. I've got $600. I think I'd rather buy a couple of CD players. I don't have too much money. Yeah. And maybe an EP pack, I think. Just to be safe. Then we have to transfer those items to our actual Digibeetle, because when you buy something it goes to the main server, which is sort of like your PC box for items, and then you have to transfer them over. Very annoying. Alright, so before we report that we actually finished video domain, let's go back in and try and catch one of those Tentomon. Move down here, that's a Biomon. We do need the XP, so we will still do the battles. Done. Ooh, here we go. This Pokemon might have one. Why didn't I check? That was stupid of me. Here we go, we got another one. Alright, level 2. We want the Tentomon. There we go. Big orange, pink heart. So we have a pretty much like 100% chance to get that Tentomon. So I'm going to focus on taking out the Tapemon first. Done. Now I'm going to take out the Tentomon so that the Tentomon will request to join my party and not the Tapemon. Yes. We've got Tentomon. Let's add Tentomon to our party. We can start the long process of pretty much just training them up. So now that we have our 3 Digimon, these battles are going to be easy as. And they're only level 2. Ah, Tentomon. Look at that little hop, he's so happy. Another HP disc. I just want the battle. I'm not really worried about the items. Usually this early on it's either an MP or a HP disc. They're not that great. Cool, so in this game, if you target all 3 attacks onto one Digimon and say the second attack knocks it out, then your third attack will not redirect to another Digimon. It'll just miss straight out, which is sometimes annoying. I'm just going to cross over this stuff, take a little bit of damage. Couple of battles in here. Cool. And that Tapemon does do quite a bit of damage though. Pepper Breath, Super Shocker. Alright. Seven, 4. Not too bad, considering I only had a couple of battles with Tentomon. I'm sorry for the graphics. I'm playing on this PC, so playing this on a PC, so emulator, and it just looks like things are a little bit wavy or a bit off with like the text and things like that. But oh well. still worth it to just play this game. Alright, so I feel like we've done enough sort of farming. Let's head back. And yeah, I'm probably going to save it here. We've got an Agumon, a Biomon, and a Tentamon all in our team. Yeah, level 7, level 4, and our level 7 Biomon. Hoping to DNA that with my Agumon to make a Vmon once they evo. So let's save the game. We'll probably end it off here just as sort of like an introduction to Digimon World 2. Yeah, we'll see how things sort of go on the channel. If people want me to play more, then I'll create more videos. More than happy to do another full playthrough of Digimon World 2. It is one of my favourite games. And yeah, leave your comments below. What do you want me to change our partners' names to? And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. This is Hoogie Plays, and I will catch you later.